Hey everyone, it's Nick with Us versus Herd. If it's your first time here, you like the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications for when we post videos, tap the bell. And if you haven't yet subscribed to our Options Trading Live channel, link is in the description, along with links to the UVH fam, our community, to the Discord, and the Options Trading group on Facebook. If you made money today, comment got paid. If you lost money today, comment learned a lesson. Right now on the day, I'm down about $150. Today's going to be kind of a summary of my trades and also what I'm watching tomorrow and how I'm going to be moving. I only closed out one trade today, and that was on the Nasdaq futures. Closed it out a little bit late. I closed it out for a $55 gain. Could have closed it out, which was about 50% though. I could have closed it out last night for like 130, 140, but you know, that's what happens. The greed got to you. So for NQ, let me pull this up real quick. So on the Nasdaq, I bought it for $7.25, sold it for $10. I bought it yesterday at 11 a.m., sold it at 9:43 a.m. today. So for Nasdaq futures, I've been trading them a little bit here. Let me just show you real quick. So I bought it yesterday. I bought the dip yesterday at 11 a.m., which was right around in here. So it was 11 a.m. Bought it down in here, and it came back up. So last night around midnight, could have sold it for probably like 150, 200 bucks. Ended up selling it for $55 because it did come down. I sold it at 9:43 this morning on this right before it spiked up. I thought that it might. Let me show you the day here. I thought that it might be making another high here. It wasn't going to break down. I thought it was going to break down to 93.60 again, but it didn't. It came back up. So I locked in my gains because I didn't want to lose money on it. I've been trading S&P futures. I haven't really been trading Nasdaq futures, so I'm just still trying to get a feel for it. But so far, I'm really liking it. It's been great. So that is what happened on the Nasdaq. So that was my only trade that I closed today. The only realized gain or loss I took today. So nothing in terms of that. But where I lost the bulk of my money was obviously Twitter and Tesla, and the rest were small. Qualcomm's down $3 on the day. Home Depot on flat, which I'll go through. So these trades, Twitter, I had a call spread currently at max loss on that. As you guys know, Twitter had smashing earnings, not entirely numbers, but their number of users were up. So one of my goals that I'm going to one of my ideas, not necessarily goals. So this came back up here. I'm going to see if this wants to come down a little bit. And what I actually might do here is I might cover this call and try to get a little bit of money off. I mean, these don't expire until next week, so I might buy back the 32 call, and then maybe if we get a dip, buy another 34 call. Might be get it for cheaper. So we'll see what happens. I might just close and just say forget it, not even worth it. We're at max loss and just move on. Look for another trade. You know, not a big deal. And that's the risk that you want to put. You know, that's the risk of trading earnings. So when I trade earnings, I trade very small. Like my max loss was $100. I don't go thousands of dollars in the hole or whatever the case is. I go very small for these earnings trades because, as you can see, anything can happen. Twitter, it didn't have an amazing quarter, but because the amount of users was up, the stock went up. I don't know if it deserves to be up 15%, 20% at one point, but that's where we're at. Surprisingly, on Qualcomm, I didn't do anything in this today. This was left over from yesterday. Qualcomm, I was actually down. I'm only down $1 on this position. I do have this for next week expiration, so I wasn't sure what was going to happen to it, but I'm glad that I have time. Qualcomm, I was bullish on it pre-earnings. I sold the 92 put and I bought the 90 put, so I have a put spread on there. And you know, after hours, it popped up to $95, came all the way down to 86, opened, double tapped 86.25. this morning, and then just been grinding slowly up. And at one point I was down like $75 in the position, and now I'm down only $1. I still believe in the trade. I have till next week, so we'll see if we can push this a little bit higher so we can squeeze out a little bit of profit on this. The trade ideal is still going, so we'll see if we can pop up above 91 or 92 tomorrow. It did close above 90, which is really great. You know, at one point I was down $75 on it. Now I'm only down $1. So Qualcomm, I'm watching, seeing what's going to happen. I do have till next week, so that's why I want to give myself enough time, because tomorrow's expiration, I didn't want to play around with being wrong, and I was wrong on Qualcomm. Not necessarily wrong, just the price action wasn't working out in my favor. It just looks like it needs some more time. So Qualcomm, I think, is going to come around. Home Depot. Let me talk about Tesla. So Tesla, I did a YOLO play. I usually do one YOLO play a year, and this is the only one that I'm probably going to do this year. I did today. Tesla, I bought the 400 put for next week expiration. Currently down on it 52%. I'm down $57. Bought it for $1.09. So we'll see. I don't know what's going to happen with Tesla, and that's why it's a YOLO play. My only YOLO play that you probably guys ever will see me do for the entire year. But felt like we're making lower highs here, and it's coming down. So this could definitely come down to, I'm not looking for it to get to like 400, maybe 600, 500. Would be plenty, would be fine, would be perfect. You know, if it does come down to 400, that'd be crazy. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with it. I don't expect anything, but it's a waste of money for sure. So that's why you don't want to do a lot of YOLO plays. But I figured, let's just do one. This will be my one for the year, and get it out of your system and go about as business as usual. And then Home Depot. So Home Depot, I was bringing up, is I bought the 240 call for next week expiration. Bought it for $216. I'm currently break even on it. I was up about 5% on it a little bit ago. The market just closed. So let me look at Home Depot's chart. So Home Depot just been grinding all day. I bought it right in here. What time did I buy that at? It was 10:02 this morning. So right on this candle here, when it was looking like it was going to pop, it was looking like it was going to squeeze really hard to the upside, and it was squeezing, but it was going so slow, and then it popped down. So I was profitable when it tapped 239.41, but now I'm back down to break even on it, which is fine. I don't mind swinging this position. It did make a all-time high. I do think it's going to push above 240 tomorrow, which I'll probably lock in my profits tomorrow then if it pushes above 240. So I had a alert me for 238, which was going to be my stop. So I could take this off for right now, and then I could set up a new stop tomorrow depending on where we are, or I might just take profits at open. We'll see what happens, but it's a very low risk trade. You know, with all the good housing news, I mean, Home Depot is really being pushed up here already. I mean, their last quarter wasn't that good, and also they lowered guidance for the year for 2020, but now the stock has rebounded and pushing all-time highs, so I bought a call. So that's what I'm looking at. And then I'm still in Disney. I really think Disney is going to pop. I did average down a few more contracts. So I have four of the 155 calls. I have 2 weeks on this, for 15 days, 14 days tomorrow. So I'm gonna have. So I have time on this overall position. I'm down 164, but I did collect $100 in premium. So overall, I'm down $100 on it. On my earnings trade, I did average down those calls. I'm looking for it to go to like 150 area, and I do think that Disney's going to pop here. I mean, all day today I was kind of playing games here in the afternoon. It was just kind of slowly grinding up. So then I averaged down some of the calls down in here when they were 22 cents, and then it just fell apart. So the 1 year chart still looks good. You know, for a bounce, I do think that if it can get back above 145, I think we're going to be in good shape. But we'll see what happens. Right now, I'm keeping an eye on it. Boeing, I have been talking about Boeing the last couple of days, and I did say it was going to pop. I didn't think it was going to pop like all at once, and like, you know, I wasn't sure. 330, I wanted it to get above 330. I just didn't think it was going to go from, you know, 327 to 340 that quick. I thought it was going to maybe pop up to 330, 332, then come back down to 330, retest it, kind of hang out there for a little while. But no, it went all in today. So it's been flat since earnings. It's been flat. I've been looking for position. Now I'm too late. So you don't want to chase and lose money. So I was looking for it essentially to pop up to 330, maybe bounce up to 332, maybe 335, come back, retest 330. I was going to purchase, but it just bounced up to 340. So my target was 350 on this, but now I don't know what it's going to do. So I'm still eyeing Boeing for an entry, and so far I have not made money on this climb. I wanted to get in, but I just couldn't get in. So that is what is going on for that. And then on Roku, I am monitoring Roku as well. Roku, it looked like it wanted to squeeze today to the upside. It was hanging out. It looked like it wanted to squeeze, but then it sold off. I didn't want to swing the position because we're still in a downtrending channel here, where now the new high is 133.50. So I didn't want to hold calls overnight on Roku, so I didn't trade it. I will be looking, if we get a dip on futures tonight, I will be looking to get a position on the Nasdaq or S&Ps. So we'll see what happens. Let me know in the comments what you guys are trading. Do me a favor, hit the like button. As always, stay safe, stay green. It's us versus herd.